And more than a year after the Israel-Hamas war began, protests that flooded university campuses have died down. However, supporters made their voices heard at the ballot box in November. Less than 50% of Muslim voters said yes to Vice President Harris, according to exit polls from the Council on American Islamic Relations.
In 2020, President Joe Biden had about 65 to 70% of that same vote. With tensions still high in the Middle East, our Blessing Uchuku spoke to a pro-Palestine supporter on the impact of the war on Gaza that it had on his ballot.
To the left and to the right of me and even further down is what you would call the Middle Eastern community here in North Texas. Now, a member of the pro-Palestine movement that I spoke with who frequents this area, he says although they're not happy that President-elect Trump is coming up next year, he says by not voting for Vice President Kamala Harris, they sent a message to the Democrats. Activism looks a lot different these days for Mohammed Ayeshi.
So we moved our fight to social media for sure and raising awareness online because now we could say something, and even if our posts get taken down, we'll just post it all over again.
Palestine will never die! Spectrum News first met the North African man in the fall of last year in North Texas at the height of the pro-Palestine demonstrations that took over streets across Texas and the world. Palestine will be free! Then again this year, ahead of the presidential election.
So we're not going to be voting blue, we're not going to be voting red.
He wasn't alone. The Council on American Islamic Relations, also known as CAIR, reported more than half of the Muslim vote went to Green Party candidate Dr. Jill Stein, while President-elect Donald Trump, a vocal Israel supporter, received 21% of Muslim votes, 1% higher than Vice President Kamala Harris.
We wanted to vote for the Democrats ultimately because we know what Trump is about. But if you're going to come out here and bring the same horrible policies, then we're not going to support either of you guys. The Democrats paid the price, and now we're hoping they can at least learn from this and understand we mean business. No more wars in the Middle East.
This is Marie.
The ending of the Israel-Hamas war is a sentiment Moshe Lavi also agrees with. A possible conclusion he hopes leads to his brother-in-law being finally free from Hamas captivity.
It's very difficult, to tell you the truth, to keep repeating these stories.
When Spectrum News first met the Israeli-born man in January, he was in San Antonio advocating for his loved one,
Omri Miran,
and the remaining hostages to be released. With the incoming Trump administration, he believes there could be a resolution.
Hopefully before his inauguration, I hope we'll see a Reagan moment for President-elect Trump, where we hear about the release of the hostages.
More than a year since the October 7th, 2023 Hamas attack on Israel, President Joe Biden's administration says it's working to secure a deal that leads to the release of the hostages before he's out of the White House. Meanwhile, President-elect Donald Trump wrote on social media, there would be hell to pay in the Middle East if the hostages were not released by the time of his inauguration on January 20th.
But to the rest of the world, I mean, this is just another statistic. This is just another person in the Middle East who was just killed because the wars just never seem to end in the Middle East. It's just a Palestinian.
In Richardson, Blessing Iwuchukwu, Spectrum News.
And even for me, I was